Hey, and we are live on a. Nobody gets to hear my first couple of words unless you go back and watch it on Facebook or YouTube on X. But I always do the little, hey everybody, come on down, everybody come on down. To my right is Audrey, and to my back at Command HQ is Jennifer. It's a fantastic day already, and it is May 8th, 1992, and it's your good friend, it's your pal, it's your compadre. It's not May 8th. But it is 1992. Well, it's actually going to be about 1990 or 1991 in here pretty quick, man, because got some Sherry stuff. So if you're joining us for the first time, say hey in the chat. We always like to make new friends. Hi. Audrey loves to make new friends. Do you like to make new friends or not, Audrey?
I do.
You probably got a lot of friends because you're in high school, and it's just a natural thing. When you get older, it's harder to make friends because, you're not in high school and you're not hanging out with well, you're probably hanging out with cooler people when you're out of high school, but whatever. And then I forgot what I was saying, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Oh, and then if you're a long time, we've only been doing this 3 months, so how long could it be? But if you're a long time watcher, we appreciate it, and say hey in the chat. I always like to say hello to everybody, so I'm waiting for somebody to say hello first. Get the first comment, and I'm going to make a big deal of your comment. So I'm waiting. I'm patiently. Wow, Jeff. All right, buddy boy. All right. So I'm going to start reciting lines from Full Metal Jacket. Those that are appropriate, Jeff. So since Jeff is a Marine, once a Marine, always a Marine. So I will go with, I can't say that. No, I can't say that one either. No, not that one. Oh, I got one. Is that you, John Wayne? Is that me? Audrey's already given me the thumbs up, but hey, I got news to tell you, man. Did you see that Richie Sambora says there is one condition in which he will return to Bon Jovi? What is that condition, Richie? He said that, well, Bon Jovi needs to be able to sing. John Bon Jovi needs to be able to sing. He didn't say it in a bad way, but it seems like he opened the door for a Bon Jovi reunion with Richie Sambora. So that was interesting. A couple other things I want to mention. Vince Neil, did you see him face plant this past weekend? Motley Crue started another tour. And oh, poor Vince Neil. I mean, he's taken all this abuse because people say he can't sing. I think his voice is, well, how would you describe his voice, Audrey? Probably like a hummingbird's flight. It's so good. It's so beautiful.
Who?
A hummingbird. You've seen a hummingbird, right?
Yeah. No, who are you talking about?
Vince Neil of Motley Crue. His voice is probably, he's up there with, who's the guy that did the blind guy from Italy? I can't remember his name. Anyway, somebody's going to tell me in the chat. So, hey, Rick, how you doing? I got to say hello to everybody. Sorry, I got a little off track. Harold, obviously, now that Harold's here, the party can start. Ray, also, hey, good to see you. Carla is back. All right, Carla. Kenneth, how you doing, Kenny? And then Stephen, hey, good to see you. Gordon, very nice. Brian, I'm going through all the names here. Did I miss anybody? I don't think I missed anybody. So, yeah, there you go. Oh, Denise is here as well. So, very cool. But, yeah, so Vince Neil face planted on stage. He got right back up, which is good for him. You never want to see anybody fall, right? Because it's just so embarrassing. I'm going to probably biff it tonight on the way to the parking lot, and Audrey's going to be laughing. The Stones were in concert last night here in Arizona, and Audrey said she went. No, she didn't. She's not a big fan of the Stones. What can I say? Though there was a guy in the store today who said they were fantastic. 2 hours of pure pleasure, doing all the hits, man. And hey, you can't go wrong there. And then my final little note of the night before we get started is, did you hear that KK Downing in this little side project called KK's Priest, which I guess they're doing priest music, Judas Priest. And there's Judas Priest right there. How about that? Let me see if I'm right in the spot. Oh, there it is. Right. Is it right there, Audrey? Am I pointing at the right spot?
Not really. Go
up here.
There you go.
There you go. Okay, cool. Judas Priest Live, one of the best live records in the 80s, in my humble opinion. I love that, and Worldwide Live. Yeah, so KK is going out with Accept, but Accept does not have Udo Schenkenegger in it, Udo Dirkschneider. And everybody loves Udo Dirkschneider. So there you go. All right. I'm done with my stuff. We got some Prime stuff tonight. We got 2 crates of pre-owned vinyl we're going to get through. And then we're also got some brand new restocks and got a lot of actually cool restocks as far as brand new vinyl. So we'll get started here in a little bit. Hey, Kelly, how are you tonight? And Mark's with us. Very cool. So, all right. Let's do it, Audrey. Let's start the party. We've got, as mentioned, we've got a really cool Cheap Trick album coming up. I haven't mentioned it really, but I'm going to tell you, we got a really cool Cheap Trick album coming up that was only pressed twice. It was pressed in the UK and in Spain, and never again. And I think it's fabulous. We've got the Tesla record, Man Acoustical Jam, which is so sexy. And then Police. We got some 12-inch singles that are actually pretty good. Neneh Cherry, remember her? We All Hang in a Buffalo Stance. That's a great song. Come on. Even if you're an 80s rocker, you have to have known Buffalo Stance by Neneh Cherry. It's fantastic. Anyway, so I don't know much about Depeche Mode, honestly. I can name a few songs. Maybe I can't, actually. But I know some people love them. There's a guy that comes in the store. He's a regular. He loves jazz. He loves Depeche Mode. His name is Daryl. And too bad, Daryl. Maybe Daryl's watching. Like, Daryl, you're out there. Say something if you are. Anyways, this is a super cool album. This is going to start us off. This is on gray vinyl. This is from 85 or 86. Jenn could probably confirm for me. The vinyl is in excellent condition. It's the singles, 81 to 85, a super rare record coming out of Europe. And it is $119. I kid you not, but it's super cool. And I love getting stuff like this in that I've never seen before. It just happens so much in a record store. It's just like, I've never seen this before in my life. So there you go. Hey, Randy joining us tonight too. Cool. I didn't know Neneh Cherry was the sister of Eagle Eye Cherry. That's kind of fantastic, if you ask me. So there you go. Starting us off tonight is Depeche Mode, and that is $119. Excellent copy on vinyl from, I think, 1980. Let me check, actually. The copyright should be on here. No, it's an 85 record. It's a German pressing out of Europe. It's on gray vinyl. So if you're a Depeche Mode fan, there you go. Another Depeche Mode. This is a 12-inch single of Strange Love. Or is it? Yeah, it's Strange. Is it? Wait, hang on a second. I got to turn this over. Strange Love. Yeah. I don't know if it's Strong Love, like Dr. Strange Love, which is a fabulous movie, by the way. Audrey, you ever seen Dr. Strange Love or How I Stopped Worrying and Learned to Love the Bomb? No. She's never seen that. That is actually the name of the movie. It's a Stanley Kubrick movie, and this is a 45 RPM single. It's $34. It's in excellent condition, and it is the great Depeche Mode again. And then finally, the trifecta with Depeche Mode is over. It is $99. It is Black Celebration. This is also on gray vinyl, and this is from, I believe this is from 1986. Yep, 1986 as well. Once again, out of Europe, a German pressing. So it's a direct metal master pressing. That's something you always got to look for in some ways for like the really, really good stuff, because that means it's going to sound even better than you think it is. But perhaps their best album, maybe? I don't know. $99 for that one. So that is the end of the Depeche Mode trifecta. I know we're all kind of rockers here, but I also want to feature a little new wave, because Jenn and I love new wave. We love Duran Duran. We love In Excess. We love U2. She loves The Cure and Depeche Mode. I'm a little indifferent on those guys, but what are you going to do? All right. Who's going to be first tonight? That's the question. Not with the first comment, but the first buying the first album. If you see something you like, just type it into the text, and then we'll go from there. This is Roxy Music. This is a VG++ copy for $19. Does this have a title on it? I don't know the title on this one. Oh, it's Avalon. Yes, of course. I should have known that. I guess I'm not as a big a fan of Roxy Music as, say, Joe Elliott of Def Leppard is. So there you go. This is the Eagles, One of These Nights. It's an excellent copy on the vinyl again. The jacket is pretty tip-top. It's got a little edge wear. But, yeah, the Eagles, I don't see any Joe Walsh, but other than that, pretty good. $19 for that one. This is Fleetwood Mac, and this is $19. It's Mirage, a VG++ copy as well. Looks pretty good on the jacket. And it's the classic lineup, the lineup that everybody loves of Fleetwood Mac, Mirage. The Doors continues on. Greatest Hits, a VG++ copy. This is $24. Very nice copy, if you ask me. Not too shabby. And then we've got the Eagles' Greatest Hits, Volume 2, VG+, on the vinyl there. I don't know why. So, there's, examples of this. I think it's ABBA's Greatest Hits, Volume 2 is actually better than their first one. And in some ways, I would say that this is better than the Eagles' Greatest Hits, the first one. Because this has Hotel California on it, has Heartache Tonight. It's got Life in the Fast Lane. It's got New Kid in Town, The Long Run. So I don't well, maybe it's a little hit and miss there, but I don't know. That would be my 10-cent opinion on that. Yeah, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. Hello. That is Yellow Brick Road. This is in excellent condition. It's a beautiful set, actually. It's a gatefold, and actually it looks like a trifold. And it's $29 for an album that looks pretty much brand new, but it's a pressing. Let me see. Is this a European pressing? I don't think it is. It's just got those kind of those elements of what you would call European presses, the way they designed it, maybe more older stuff. So this is interesting. I've never seen this before in my life, which I thought was pretty cool.
How much was the Eagles' greatest hits?
The Eagles' greatest hits. Let me do a quick grab on that one for you. Eagles' greatest hits was $24. I should look at the chat. Hey Lee, how are you? Amy was there tonight. Cool, Amy, how you doing? But yeah, this is the Grateful Dead. This is $49. This is the best of the Grateful Dead. What a long, strange trip it's been. A VG++ copy. It feels like it's 2LP, but I can't say for sure. No, it looks like it's, oh yeah, it is 2LP. Let's see what's on here. It's hard to read the fonts. Oh my God, these choices of fonts. I wish I could do this with the records, but records just don't do that, unfortunately. But yeah, it's it's a greatest hit. So that's all. I can't really read any of this stuff, but you can also look it up if you want to see what's on there. That's $49. The Grateful Dead. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Yes. So it is Mother's Day weekend. And what do mothers love more than John Candy and Steve Clark? No, that's not Steve Clark. That's Steve Martin. Maybe they love. Remember, it is Mother's Day, so we should feature some Mother's Day stuff tomorrow as well. So, Audrey, I'm doing production notes here. So, this is $79. It's a VG++ copy. It's got a little saw cut on it, but yeah, there you go. Memories of the movie from John Candy and Mr. Steve Martin. Watch the Steve Martin documentary. I think I mentioned that last week. It was a little indulgent, a little long. When Marty Short shows up, it gets a little. And we never finished it because it's just 4 hours or 3 hours. Do you really need the documentary that long? No. This is David Bowie, Young Americans. This is a 1975 release. So it's an OG. It's got a little edge wear. It's in excellent condition. It's $39. So kind of a beautiful copy there of that one. I look what's coming up after Rush. Tesla. No, this is Rush. Sorry. Caress of Steel. This is $24. It's a VG copy. Kind of hard to find this. It's like finding the first record. This one's got Bastille Day on it, among other stuff. But yeah, so $24 VG copy of Bastille's, or well, not Bastille, of Rush's Caress of Steel. Not to be confused with their Bastille. So anyways, there you go. All right. Hey, Glenn, how are you doing tonight? Appreciate it. So far, what is this? Like we're 0 for 10 here. We must have picked some of the worst records ever to feature initially. So we'll see if we go 0 for 11. This is Tesla. This is the European press. So it's the good press of Man Acoustical Jam. Insanely hard to find. The vinyl is VG++. The price on this is $249 because it's just such a limited record. It came out. What year did this come out? It came out in 91, I think. Let's see. It's got a little bit of a crease there on the top. I'm looking for any issues. There's a little edge wear on the bottom. Not too bad. I would call this a very VG++ copy on the actual record as well. So if it's obviously, let's see, Coming at You Live. It's got Heaven's Trail on it the way it is. We Can Work It Out. Signs, of course, getting better. Let's see. Mother's Little Helper, Modern Day Cowboy, Love Song, Tommy's Down Home, and Down for Boogie. So if you're interested in that one, that is $249 for the Tesla. We have two people again. Amy, your nemesis is back. Carla, your nemesis is back. So if one of you wants to defer to the other one and hand off the Tesla record. Then we'll sell it for $249 to the person who didn't defer. But if you guys want to get into a live auction again, we can do that. That's up to you guys. But we'll hold that for the moment until. And if you don't want to get into the live auction, I guess all you got to do is say $250 or something, and then boom, we'll know we're in the live auction scenario. So there you go. For the moment, we'll hold off on the Tesla. And we'll move next to Judas Priest. This is Screaming for Vengeance. Nice, cool cover art as well there. That is a VG Plus copy. It is $19 for Screaming for Vengeance. Oh, yeah, we had another copy on this, I think, on Friday night. And this is yet another copy from the same collection. Go figure. The Hellion Electric Eye. Obviously, you got another thing coming. That's fantastic there. So there you go. All right, I'm going to stand up here and do my thing here. I'll put my iPad there so I can see everything. All right, cool. So the Beatles' second album, $14. And that is a VG copy. It's a reissue, so it's not an OG copy. So there you go. And Harold's going to be the first of the night. All right, Harold. Harold's treating us well tonight. He's grabbing the Eagles' greatest hits, which was right there. There. Audrey always knows where this is, and I can never find him.
Wasn't it right next to the?
There it is.
It's behind me.
All right, thank you, Harold. So Amy's gone $250. So Amy has the high bid right now. So there you go. Good to go, Amy, on that. So if there's any other bids, let us know. And if not, then we'll sell that to Amy here in a bit. Now, Amy can have it. All right, Carla. So Amy, good job on nailing the Tesla. We'll do that for $249 since Carla is graciously deferring. So there you go. Very nice. And Amy, I think, have you completed the Tesla discography a bit? Because I know Bust a Nut has never been on vinyl, from my understanding. So maybe they'll release that someday. So thanks, Carla, for being cool. And Amy grabs the Tesla to complete her collection. And thanks, Carla, for obviously being so great. And then Amy for being fantastic, and love it when you come in, hang out, talk a little bit. It's always fun. So, all right, let's keep going. I'm going to move the my iPad back down here so I know what's going on. Jason, you missed an album that is fantastically awesome and is incredibly hard to find. So that's what you missed. There's a line in The Sopranos where no flies landing on you. Exactly. I think Tony says that about Uncle June. This is Magic Mystery Tour. This is $14. It's a VG copy. Very cool. Little Thin Lizzy tonight. That is Armed and Dangerous. I'm sorry, Live and Dangerous. Armed and Dangerous. Remember the John Candy, Eugene Levy movie, Armed and Dangerous, where the security guards? It's just one of those movies I love. I don't know why. Oh, okay. Kenny says Amy is a beast indeed, and Randy is grabbing the Judas Priest. All right, cool. So, anyways, Thin Lizzy, Live and Dangerous. It's a VG copy for $14. Let me grab the Priest record for Randy. Very cool. Randy, you always surprise me on your musical tastes. You're not, well, vinyl collectors tend to have a broad swath, which I think is fantastic. So, but I wouldn't have predicted, Randy, you were going to pick up Priest, but that's really cool. This is The Police. This is Every Breath You Take. This is the singles. It's $49. This is an OG copy from what? I think this is 1986, and it's got everything on it. We had a copy that came into the store maybe a couple months ago. We had to trash it. It was in terrible condition. The jacket was terrible. The vinyl was just wrecked. This vinyl is in excellent condition, so it's a beautiful copy. And the Police records have kind of become hard to find. Synchronicity, not so much, and some of the other ones, but some of the more rare ones are a little hard to find. Let me give you the set list on this bad boy. Roxanne, Can't Stand Losing You, Message in a Bottle, Walking on the Moon, Don't Stand So Close to Me, the doo-dee-dee, the da-da-da, you know what I'm talking about. Everything She Does Is Magic, Invisible Sun, which is fantastic, Spirits in the Material, Every Breath You Take, King of Pain, and wrapped around your finger. That is The Police, the singles, a beautiful copy for $49. And Karen is going to grab the Police record. So congrats to you, Karen. Thank you very much. Very cool. I got my crate over here, so I'm putting things to the side now. All right, the Beatles up again. We got more Beatles. Oh, Thin Lizzy's going to grab. Oh, Thin Lizzy. I said, okay. I said, I was going to say there, Randy. I was going to say Thin Lizzy's going to grab Randy. Randy's going to grab Thin Lizzy. So very cool. Live and Dangerous. Me and a buddy once went to Chicago. We drove down when we lived in Minneapolis or Minnesota, the Twin Cities, not so much Minneapolis, but suburbs. And me and a buddy drove down to Chicago when we were 18, watched a Cubs game. It was fantastic. Jack Clark came up for the Cardinals. I said to my buddy, this guy's either going to hit a home run, he's either going to strike out, or he's going to walk. I think he actually homered, ironically. And the Cubs lost, of course. And it was a great time. We almost got killed by a cabbie who was drag racing another cabbie down the streets of Chicago because we had gone to the Sears Tower back then. So it was a good time. So we're driving back, and we run into all kinds of detours driving back to the Twin Cities, and we hear Boys Are Back in Town. And then the next thing we hear on the radio, because we had picked up Minneapolis radio by then, is that Whitesnake and Motley Crue were coming. And I'm like, oh, baby, we had missed that announcement. And we were all in on Whitesnake, Motley Crue, because that was 87, man, when Whitesnake, that album was so fantastic. Speaking of fantastic, Jennifer has an affection for a little band out of Rockford, Illinois, ironically, called Cheap Trick. This was only pressed twice in the history of the world. It's got a little price sticker on the back. It's probably from back in the day. I don't even know what that is. It could be just a numbering. And it is Cheap Trick's greatest hits. Unfortunately, because it is so bleeping rare, it's $199. The vinyl is in excellent condition. $199 for a Cheap Trick record, you say? But yeah, it's their greatest hits. Magical Mystery Tour, the Beatles cover starts it off. Dream Police, Don't Be Cruel. Tonight It's You, She's Tight. See, I was never into Cheap Trick before I met Jenn, and I just know how good these guys are. This is just so awesome. I Want You to Want Me Live, If You Want My Love, Ain't That a Shame Live. That's fantastic. Surrender, my favorite song. The Flame, Can't Take It, and Can't Help Falling in Love, or Can't Stop Falling in Love. So that is Cheap Trick, $199 for that super rare record. There you go. Linda Ronstadt's greatest hits is $9. Very cool. There you go. This is John Lennon, Shaved Fish. What a name. Unfortunately, someone has written their name above Shaved Fish, and her name was Mona Hot. I don't know if somebody's playing a joke on me there. I'm not sure. Anyways, this is $9 for John Lennon's Shaved Fish record, if you're interested. Donald, yes, you need Cheap Trick, but are you buying Cheap Trick? Because that would be a vinyl grail to add to your collection there. Jason says he became a Cheap Trick fan when I don't know what that is. Dumont signing Surrender on. Mike Damone. Yeah, Mike Damone. Your mama's all right. Your daddy's all right. They just seem a little weird. Exactly. All right. Here's one for you. This is a 12-inch single. It's at 45 RPM. The vinyl is in excellent condition. You gotta love the cover. It's the Beastie Boys, and it's She's on It. So what is on She's on It? The first side is She's on It. It's backed with Hold It, Now Hit It, and then Low and Slow. Wait, reverse that. Slow and Low, produced by Rick Rubin. Got the little. You can mail the fan club there if you want. So there you go. The Beastie Boys, She's on It.
How much is Cheap Trick?
Cheap Trick is $199. $199. Let's go back to the Woodstock days, huh? All right. Well, nothing wrong with the Woodstock days. You talking about Woodstock '99 with Limp Bizkit and Korn? You talking about that, Ray? Or are you talking about you're talking probably about the Jimi Hendrix Woodstock days. This is Elvis Moody Blue, and this is excellent copy, and it's excellent condition on the vinyl, and just an excellent copy overall. And it's $9. We got Heart, and that is Little Queen for $9, a VG Plus copy. when we started doing the show, and I think it was January 31st, it was dark outside. Now we're getting to be the longest day of the year. I think the longest day of the year, Audrey, is June 21st. So we're just about 5 weeks out on that. So, and the days will start getting shorter, and the temperatures will start getting hotter here in Phoenix, unfortunately. This is Yes, the big Generator album. It's still got a hype sticker. It's actually attached to the front of the record. It's in excellent condition, and it is $29. An underrated record. I love me some 80s Yes. That's kind of my jam when it comes to Yes. I know a lot of people love the kind of the 70s stuff, but the little more commercial, accessible stuff was probably better for me. Looks like Randy's going to grab Heart. Did I miss on anything? I guess Kelly wanted Heart too, but Randy nailed that first. And then so when we go to auction stuff on kind of bigger ticket items, we've decided, Jen and I talked about it, where because like the Tesla record is so rare, we're not going to see that come in, but the Heart record isn't as rare, which we have that come in quite a bit. So in this case, Randy's going to grab that first. Kelly was second, but so Kelly's not going to get a copy of that tonight, but Randy's going to grab that for $9. So does that make sense to everybody? Just trying to kind of, because we're kind of tweaking things as we go. If it's kind of more of a rare kind of record or an in-demand record, then we'd probably move to an auction. But with something like that, Kelly, I think that we're probably going to have another copy on the show here in the next couple of weeks. So if they used to say, as they used to say, if you can hold your horses a little bit, I'm sure we can find another one, and hopefully you'll be tuned in that day. Audrey, you have something for me.
Yes. Missed a few.
Okay, I missed a few.
Ray
So
wants Elvis and Denise looking like Eagles one of these nights.
oh, okay, cool. So Denise is going to grab the Eagles one of these nights. Thank you, Denise. I think it was right. Nope. Yeah, there it is. And then Ray is grabbing Elvis. A little Elvis. So yes, I need to look at the chat more. Sometimes I start going a little too fast. I'm working on it. There's Elvis right there. Elvis, Moody Blue, goes to Ray. Thank you. All right, cool. All right, let's see. We left off at Yes, and then what's up next? This is Robin Crosby. No, he was in Rat. That was actually probably a better band, but I'm just saying. David Crosby, Stephen Stills, Graham Nash, and Neil Young. This is $5. This is the So Far record with the little Joni Mitchell 79, and it's $5. So there you go, in excellent condition. So very cool. All right, what's up next? Johnny Van Zant Band. This is $5 as well, and it is a very good copy on the vinyl. Very cool. All right, I'm going to try to watch the chat a little more. This is Neneh Cherry, apparently the the sister of Eagle Eye Cherry. That's the guy that did Save Tonight. Remember that song, Save Tonight? Whatever. And this is Buffalo Stance. This is a 12-inch single. This is pretty cool. It's $24. It's Neneh Cherry, and it's got Buffalo Stance on it, and it's got a scratch-a-pella version of Buffalo Stance. And see, now you can really have a party. Audrey, speaking of parties, you could learn this song, and then you could do the vocals of Buffalo Stance, because there's an instrumental version of Buffalo Stance on here. You should add it to our playlist in the store, Audrey. It's actually it's a pretty good song in my humble opinion. And then there's the electro ski mix version. I have no idea what that would mean on here as well. So 4 versions of Neneh Cherry for you if you're interested. Kenny gonna grab the let me find it there. Kenny gonna grab the Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. Very nice. Cool. Thanks, Kenny. Appreciate it. And VZ, the Van Zandt. Okay, cool. So VZ goes to, is that Nick or to be Neek? I'm guessing it's Nick. Not sure. You're gonna have to tell me. Nick? Anyways, whatever. Oh, we had somebody in the chat being stupid. That's what blocking is for, huh? Right? So cool. Thanks to Jen for taking care of that. And as I said, Mother's Day is coming up. And what mother does not love a great romantically charged John Hughes movie? This is the soundtrack from Some Kind of Wonderful. It is $59 if you're interested in that record. there you go. So let's run through this one more time, and then we'll get to some new vinyl tonight. We got some killer new vinyl, and then some more cool stuff in the other bin here. All right, let me move my thing here. All right, that's good. So this was Depeche Mode, the singles. It's a European release. I don't know if this ever made it to the States. I think this might be exclusive to Europe. It's an excellent condition on the vinyl. It's a gray vinyl for $119. More Depeche Mode, $34. And then more Depeche Mode. This is $99 for Black Celebration, an OG version on gray vinyl. We had Roxy Music for $19 for Fleetwood Mac. We had the Doors Greatest Hits for $24. That's in beautiful condition. Nick, no C. Okay, cool. Thanks, Nick. I appreciate that. Now I know. I shall never forget. $29 for Yellow Brick Road, a beautiful copy. Not only that, everything is beautiful about this. The jacket is fantastic. It's an excellent version, and it's probably the late 70s version of this record. It looks like, because just because of the way they did that. That's fantastic. The Best of Grateful Dead, $49. I've never seen this Grateful Dead comp, so very cool. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, $79. We had Bowie for $39, Young Americans, OG version of that one. Rush, Caress of Steel for $24, a VG copy. The Beatles was $14. More Beatles for $14, Magical Mystery. More Beatles for $14. Cheap Trick, never going to see that again. Maybe not. But yeah, it's so cool in my humble opinion. $199 on that price. Linda Ronstadt's Greatest Hits for $9. Shaved Fish by Mr. Johnny Lennon for $9. Beastie Boys is $29 for She's On It, the 12-inch single. Generator by Yes, $29. And then Buffalo Stance, $24 from Neneh Cherry, and $59 for Some Kind of Wonderful. Starring, who starred in that? Eric Bogosian? No, he wasn't in that. I don't know why I said Eric Bogosian. All right, so let me flip this over. We're going to do some new vinyl. We'll get back to the first crate again one more time in case you joined us late. And, yeah, so from there. And then, let me... why are you being so mean to me, crates? There we go. Cool. All right. How we doing, Audrey? We're doing okay? Audrey giving me the thumbs up. All right, cool. We do have some kind of wall records still available there. As mentioned earlier, we have Priest Live. Then we have Iron Maiden. That's a 1990 UK pressing for $89 of... I can't read that. I know what it is, but I can't remember the name. No Prayer for the Dying. I think that's what it is, something like that. And then the Succession, that's actually sealed. A limited edition, 1,000 copies, money green vinyl. Remember the TV show Succession? Brian Cox and company. The Roy family, that is $249. So anyways, all right, here's some brand new vinyl. That is Crazy Nights by Kiss, $29.99. What's on here? Crazy Nights, A Reason to Live. Oh, and Turn on the Night. I think Turn on the Night is an extremely underrated Kiss record, in my humble opinion. Obviously, Gene and Paul in the band here, and then Mr. Eric Carr and Mr. Bruce Kulick as well. This is always a fun record to get in. This is Jackal, $37.99. This is their first record. Yes, it features Down on Me. It features The Lumberjack. What else is on here? Oh, I Stand Alone, Dirty Little Mind. And am I forgetting anything else? Well, there's one song on here I will forego on saying, but yeah, not too shabby. Really cool record from Jackal, if you like Jackal. And they're pretty darn good, in my humble opinion. That is $37.99. I should pull over here, make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, cool. Erin got her Pink Floyd package. That's awesome. That's fantastic. Santa Claus is a happy man, right? Well, Mrs. Claus is a happy young lady. This is Cinderella. This is a music on vinyl release, so it's going to sound fantastic. It's $38.99. This is their first record, and that is Night Songs. Fantastic.
Two people wanted Jackal. Karin was first.
All right, Karin is first on Jackal. Tracy, we'll see if we can track down another copy of that awesome Jackal record. Yeah, these are all new vinyls. So hopefully we'll be able to get them back in. Sometimes new vinyl goes back out of stock and it's a while, but sometimes it comes in waves. So we'll try to get another copy and then bring it back into the show. Ooh, I'm pleasantly surprised on this one. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Into the Great Wide Open. I didn't even know this was in print. This is a brand new copy, $35.99. Learning to Fly is on here. This is, I think, the first record produced with Jeff Lynne, which is fantastic. In my humble opinion, I think those two guys were fantastic together. So that obviously the big song is Learning to Fly, and it doesn't get any bigger than that in some ways. Well, I Won't Back Down. That's pretty good too, isn't it? But that's not on here. That's on Full Moon Fever, I believe. So.
Paula wants Cinderella.
All right, Paula going to grab Cinderella from us. So cool. Thank you, Paula. Hand that off to Audrey. All right, Def Leppard, Hysteria, $46.99. This is a 2 LP version. It's a gatefold of Jennifer's favorite album of all time. And yeah, I could recite this track list. I don't even have to look at the track list. Let me see if I can get it all right. Women, Rocket, Animal, Love Bites. No, wait. Pour Some Sugar on Me, Love Bites, Armageddon It, Gods of War, Run Riot. No, wait. Don't Shoot Shotgun, then Run Riot, then Hysteria, then Excitable, and then Love and Affection. Boom, I did it. Thank you very much. This is Black Sabbath. This is Master of Reality, $28.99. It's a gatefold. Very nice. And this is more Black Sabbath. This is Paranoid, $28.99, and that is a gatefold as well. So very cool. Let's see. Justin is going to, let's see. Justin's going to grab Hysteria. Thanks, Justin. Appreciate it. First time I think I've seen your name in the show. I'm not sure. I try to remember. But if it's your first time, make sure Jenn will provide some information on creating an account with us. So there you go. But yeah, hey, welcome to the party, pal. Once again, to use a Die Hard reference. And this is a good party. This isn't Hans Gruber getting dropped out of a 30-store window. This is even more fun. More. Oh yeah, I already did this. I already did that one. And then finally, another Black Sabbath. We've got Black Sabbath, self-titled, $28.99 for that Black Sabbath record. Okay, cool, Justin. Thanks. First timer. Very nice. Yeah, Nick. This crate that I'm going through is brand new and it's sealed. So these are all brand new sealed copies. This crate over here was that we went through. Those were pre-owned. Graded, sleeve, cleaned by us, and then same with that crate over there that we'll get to here in a second. This is Bon Jovi, Slippery When Wet. Hey, speaking of Amy, who got the Tesla record earlier, she came in, a couple of weeks ago and picked up the Bon Jovi Slippery When Wet, the original cover of this, the Japanese pressing. So cool. So jealous, Amy, if you're still hanging out with us. This is Bon Jovi. This is the updated copy of Slippery When Wet, when John and the photographer grabbed a garbage bag, put some water on it, and then John wrote Slippery When Wet on it. There you go. $34 for that one. I think this is an underrated record. I think, okay, Slippery is a great record, but this is, in my mind, maybe their second best record. I think it's really good. 7,800 Degrees. This is $32.99 from Bon Jovi. Let me see if I'm missing anything. Oh, yeah, there you go, Amy. Best ever. Awesome. All right, this is Led Zeppelin 3, classic vinyl. This is a gatefold, and it's got the little moving parts there, so you can do the little, not the Etch-a-Sketch. What do they call those things when you need to put it in the viewer finder and you had to, I don't remember that from back in the day. But anyways, Led Zeppelin 3, $28.99.
Bon Jovi goes to Kelly, but I'll confirm which one first. So.
Okay, looks like Bon Jovi won, or Bon Jovi. Bon Jovi wanted Kelly. How'd that work out for you, Kelly? Pretty good, huh? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. No, Kelly wanted Bon Jovi. She wants Slippery. Okay, cool. Kelly grabs Slippery When Wet. I'll put this over here in this crate while Audrey's working on some stuff. And then we have Led Zeppelin 2. That is, that's a gate. Is that a gatefold as well? Yeah, these are the remastered ones that Jimmy Page did. All these Led Zeppelin ones are. So very cool. Perhaps the best Led Zeppelin record. I don't know. Just saying. I know there's some contention there. This is Houses of the Holy, once again remastered by Mr. Jimmy Page, and it is $28.99 as well. So there you go. Got the a trifecta there. We're trying to get Led Zeppelin 1 in stock. Led Zeppelin 1 is just a hard record to find. In fact, I was doing some searching, and apparently, I don't know what it was. I saw some weird stat on it. But apparently, twice as many people in the world want Led Zeppelin 1 than people have Led Zeppelin 1. Go figure. I don't even know how that's possible. But maybe on vinyl. Maybe that's the big difference there. Since Led Zeppelin weren't Led Zeppelin when they released their first record. But, by the time they got to Led Zeppelin 4, then they were Led Zeppelin. Fly By Night Away From Here. This is Rush, and that is $34.99. And I will spare you me doing the Geddy Lee vocals, at least the really high vocals. But fantastic record. More Rush Signals, $34.99. Once again, for Rush Signals. Looks like Kenny wants Physical Graffiti. Oh, you want Physical Graffiti. We don't have Physical Graffiti. I see, Kenny, what you're doing. But yeah, Physical Graffiti is a really great album too by Zeppelin, in my humble opinion. Rush, this is Moving Pictures. This is $34.99. They sometimes with these Rush records, what they'll do instead of like putting them in shrink, they'll just put them in sleeves like this when they ship them to us. So it's kind of weird. It's kind of annoying to me. They'll put them in their own sleeves and instead of shrink wrapping them. I don't know why Rush does that. Rush is like one of the few bands that does that. Primus does that too. So I sense a kind of a little bit of commingling there in some ways. Now this one is kind of weirdly shrink wrapped, but it is shrink wrapped. It's not shrink wrapped. It's actually sealed like that, but it's a brand new copy. All these are brand new copies. This is Hemispheres for $34.99. More Rush for $34.99. This is A Farewell to Kings, brand new copy. And then finally, a little more Rush, $34.99, and that is Permanent Waves. So if you want to get your Zeppelin on or your Rush on, tonight's the night to do it. Finally, little Van Halen, baby, $29.99. That is Van Halen 1984. Fantastic. Van Halen 1, $29.99. Fair Warning, $29.99 for a brand new copy. Van Halen 2, $29.99. And $29.99 for Van Halen Women and Children First. What are we missing there? We're missing Diver Down. What else are we missing? We're missing the Sammy records. They did the little box set. What was it? Was it earlier this year? Or it might have been late last year. The collection, they called it. Will those albums come back into print? 5150, Oh You Wait One Two, For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge, and finally, Balance. I hope so, but no sign of them yet, unfortunately. So we're stuck still trying to find old copies of 5150 and Oh You Wait One Two, among others. So there you go. All right, let's run through this really quick one more time, and then we'll move on to the next crate. That was Kiss Crazy Nights for $29. Little Tommy Petty for $35.99. Black Sabbath $28.99. Black Sabbath $28.99. More Black Sabbath. Bon Jovi 7,800 degrees Fahrenheit. What's on here that I love? In and Out of Love. Only Lonely is fantastic. Silent Night is fantastic. Hardest Part of the Night is fantastic. So there you go. $32.99. $28.99 for Zeppelin. Once again, Zeppelin $28.99. $28.99. Rush. All of these are $34.99. Boom, 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 boom. We've restocked our Rush in the store. And then Van Halen, $29.99. Boom, 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 boom. All right, cool. Up next. What's up next, ladies and gentlemen? Well, let's get to our next crate of the night. Now what's like a good crate. In fact, Jennifer actually ordered some more crates for us. I don't know what color these are. Jenny, maybe get some yellows and reds and blues. That would be fun. All we got right now is black and white. We're like watching Leave It to Beaver in reruns. Need some different colors. There you go, Jason. Yeah. Great song there by oh yeah, these are the cheap colors, black and white. So oh well, what are you gonna do? This is Abbey Road. This is 1978 repress, but it's in beautiful condition from 78. The vinyl is in excellent condition, and it is $34. If you need a copy of Abbey Road from the Beatles, we actually have a Japanese pressing of the Beatles' Abbey Road coming up on Friday night. Oh my God, it's fantastic. Todd Rundgren, that is $29, and that is an excellent condition on the vinyl, and it is something or anything. There you go, very nice. Little ZZ Top, that is I can't say that, Del Guero, and that is VG++ copy for $24. Very nice. Billy, Dusty, and Frank Beard on the call there. Karen's going to grab the Abbey Road, yes. Cool. Karen. I apologize, Karen. Nick, Karen. See, I'm learning again. I get a little senile here, man. What can I say? But so anyways, my apologies, Karen. Karen picks up the Beatles' Abbey Road. A VG Plus copy. This is a 1979 LA pressing of Riot. I have no idea who these guys are, but come on. How can you not love that album cover, right? It's kind of weird and fantastic. $19 for Riot. There you go. Ooh, Elvis. I know this record. Elvis Presley, a VG++ 77 stereo reissue. That's $19. It's got a little bit of a price tag from maybe somewhere, but there's no price on it. On the side here, it's got a little ring wear on the back. And obviously, it's got a little ring wear on the front there, too. So, but yeah, very nice copy of Elvis, the Elvis Presley record. Hey, speaking of Rush, All the World's a Stage, $14. It's a 2-record set. Obviously, you got some, it's seen its better days on the cover and stuff, though it's still functional. There's no splits or anything. But yeah, and then someone's written their initials here, perhaps, WB. And it's a VG copy for $14. All right, I'm going to take a little drink of water here before we get to Def Leppard's first album. So tomorrow night, what's coming up tomorrow night? We got some Guns N' Roses. We got Blue Murder. That's very cool. And then, of course, if you're watching back on YouTube or on Facebook or on X, and you see something, it's just like, I should have picked up that Crazy Nights record from Kiss. Or, yeah, that... let me find a random record in here. That Roxy Music record, Avalon, was pretty sexy. Well, just shoot us a message, head to the website, and then just send us a message from the website. That would be the preferred method of communication. So there you go. So if you're watching back and you missed something, that's the process there. All right. So Rick is wanting the Def Leppard, but I haven't told you anything about it, right? Let me tell you about it first, Rick. It's $14. It's a VG copy. It obviously has some ring wear, and it's it's been loved. It's been loved. So, I just want to do a double confirmation before we get it to you. So Rick, let me know that you still want that $14, and we'll move on to it. We'll move on to Leonard Skinner, and this is one from the road. It's a VG Plus copy for $14. Very nice. Little Tina Turner. $14 for a VG++ copy. Looks like Rick does want the Def Leppard. Excellent choice. Excellent. Tina Turner, $14. A VG++ copy of her probably biggest record ever, including Private Dancer, written by the great Mark Knopfler himself. Pat Benatar, VG Plus copy for $9. Of what record is this? This is In the Heart of the Night. In the Heat of the Night, sorry. Heartbreakers on here. I Need a Lover, obviously a John Cougar song that Pat covered as well. So very cool. Pat Benatar again. Precious Time, a VG copy for $9. We've got, let's see, an excellent copy of The Pretenders, $9 for that one. The Pretenders 2. 100. Well, wait, that was the Bon Jovi record. 100 million fans can't be wrong. This is 50 million Elvis fans can't be wrong. A VG++ copy, a 77 reissue for $9. Little, who is this? This is, Mr. Elton John. Of course it's Elton John. Mad Hatter, Across the Water, a VG+ copy for $9. What's on here? Oh, Tiny Dancer. Come on. Tiny Dancer. One of the most iconic scenes in film as well when it was in Almost Famous. So there you go. We've tied Almost Famous and Fast Times together because they were both written by Cameron Crowe. Very nice.
Skinnerd goes to Karen.
All right, Karen's going to grab Skinnerd. Skinnerd, man. Everybody loves Skinnerd. Where's Skinnerd? It's right there. Yep, I got it. Thank you. Thank you, Karin. And Randy wants Elton. Here you go. You're speaking my language, Jason. I'm speaking your language. Elton goes to Randy. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Oh, yeah. Well, really, Vanilla Sky. I don't know about Vanilla Sky, dude. I watched it once. I just didn't get it. Maybe I need to watch it again. But that was like, Jen and I saw it. It was like, I don't think we both cared for it, but maybe. But Jen was never a big Tom Cruise fan. I like Tom Cruise myself. I think he's fun. But yeah, maybe that's a movie to revisit by Cameron Crowe. This is UFO. Rare to see a UFO record come in. This is only $5. Wow, nice. A VG Plus copy. No Place to Run from UFO. Very nice. Not familiar with that record, but I know a lot of people love UFO. They're basically the European version of Cheap Trick. A lot of musicians love UFO, and they're really underrated in the public, just like Cheap Trick. Loved by musicians, but kind of in general a little underrated in the public. And Randy, actually Rick is going to grab the UFO, so Rick got to that first. Randy, you were second, but Rick grabs it tonight. Hopefully we'll find another copy of UFO coming to the store for you, Randy. All right, let's see here. We got what's that, Audrey?
Sorry, did you grab Elton?
I did grab Elton. Elton's over here.
You did?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Bill was third on the UFO. Sorry, Bill. Looks like that one goes to Rick. But hey, Bill, nice to meet you. Appreciate you joining us tonight. It's always fun to find new people in the show. We do this every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday night. So there you go. Cool. I got a little Montrose, little Sammy action there. $5. And this is kind of one of the big record from Montrose, if you're interested. A little Mike Love, Beach Boys, Looking Back with Love. I see what he did there. Excellent copy, and this is $5. Excellent copy on the vinyl. Wow. So there you go. If you're a Beach Boys completist, you just completed your collection potentially. Tracy is going to grab Montrose. Nice, Tracy. Cool. And Nick was second on the Montrose. But that's a record that's not that uncommon, so we should see that come in again at some point. Kenny Loggins, Alive. This is an excellent copy on the vinyl. This is $5. What's on this? Is this kind of like older Kenny? Or I'm All Right's on here. It's not like 80s Kenny. But yeah, there's some really good Kenny songs on here. But yeah, I'm All Right is kind of the headliner there. So when Kenny was kind of not at his near popularity, Footloose, obviously, and then Top Gun really took it to the moon there for Kenny. So, and Karin is going to grab the Kenny. So thank you, Karin, for grabbing Kenny Loggins. Put that to the side. That is Any Money, Life for the Taking. That is a VG copy, $5. Obviously, we lost Eddie. What was it, a couple of years ago now, is it? Let me see. Do I know any of the songs on this record? I don't know any of the songs, but that doesn't mean that there isn't some good stuff on there, because it looks like, obviously, that's early Eddie Money. This is, I think that's Styx, isn't it? $5. It's a VG Plus copy. Someone has written MK on the lower right-hand corner. And yes, that is Styx. Ooh, I appreciate this. Love me some Stevie Ray Vaughan. Now the cover on this is a little, there's some edge wear. There's a little ring wear, but it's a VG plus copy. Couldn't stand the weather, and it's $39. So there you go. Hey, Cold Shots on there. I love that as well. Voodoo Child, Slight Return as well. Scuttle Button, good stuff there from Stevie Ray Vaughan. $39 VG Plus copy on that one. The Pat Benatar. Let me see which Pat Benatar. We had a couple Pat Benatars. One was $9, and the other one was $9 as well. I think that's the only two Pat Benatars we had. So they're both $9. Kelly. Eat to the Beat. That is Blondie, a VG Plus copy. The jacket looks fantastic. $14 for Eat to the Beat by Blondie. You want to be cool? You get yourself a Blondie record, right? Exactly. This is I Love Rock and Roll by Joan Jett. Now the cover is it's got some wear on it, but the vinyl is in excellent condition, and it is $24. Little Rush. Obviously, we had the pre-owned copy, and this is the pre-owned copy. We had the new copy as well. Moving Pictures, $29 VG plus on the vinyl. And, overall, there's some wear on the cover. There's maybe a little bit of a crease there. But so there you go. So Kelly's going to grab both the Pat Benetars. Let me find those. Thank you, Kelly. Appreciate it. Kelly, you've probably heard this one time too many, I'm sure. But I apologize if you have. But you remember the Cheers episode with Woody's girlfriend, and he sings the Kelly song, Kelly, 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 Kelly. Why? Because you're Kelly, 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 Kelly. Thank you for indulging me. I appreciate it, and I apologize for the vocalization there. Kenny's favorite Rush album. Yeah, that is a great Rush album. I had a guy in the store today who was talking about he went and saw Clockwork Orange tour. That was fantastic. Clockwork Angels, not Clockwork Orange. That's Stanley Kubrick. Clockwork Angels tour. He said it was fantastic. Best show he ever saw. Get the Knack. $9. VG plus copy. More Pat Benatar. Huh? There you go, Kelly. This one's $14. A VG plus copy of Get Nervous. Not too shabby. Very cool. And then, what else we got here? We've got Animal Magnetism by Klaus Meine and the Scorpions with Rudolf Schenker, and who else is in this? I think it's the classic lineup. Klaus Meine, Rudolf Schenker, Matthias Jobs, Francis Buchholz, and Herman Rabel. That is $24. Cyndi Lauper. Oh, nice. Oh, there's another Pat Benatar. Wow. This is $9. A VG plus copy, a plus copy, actually, of True Colors. Very nice. And we've actually got a Japanese press of True. Wait, She's So Unusual on the wall behind me. So if you're interested. And then we got the Madonna Burning Up. Well, it's actually in Japan it was called Burning Up. The album was called Burning Up. We've got Madonna's first record, a Japanese press. And the Japanese presses are so much fun. They're so awesome. And then, and obviously we have the Japanese Friday Night in Japan, we call it, coming up. Where is that? It's coming up in, Friday. That makes sense. It's Friday night in Japan. Audrey just came over and she said, check your stuff, man. All right, cool. Let me check here. Looks like Rick's going to grab the Scorpions. Very cool. Actually, I could just pull these off the wall and show them to you. I guess, they're over there by Audrey. But let me grab the Scorpions record. Where's the Scorpions? Scorpions, Animal Magnetism. Very cool. Thank you, Rick. And then we had the Pat Benatar, which was a VG plus copy of Precious Time by Miss Pat Benatar. Let me grab my Cyndi Lauper over here and my Madonna, just in case anybody's curious, because both these albums came out in '83. Obviously, Madonna has stood the test of time a little more than Cyndi. Not that True Colors or She's So Unusual are bad albums, because those albums have stood the test of time, but obviously Madonna's been able to hang on a little longer. Super cool copy. Vinyl in excellent condition. You see the price there, 1983 OG Japanese press of Burning Up. It was called Burning Up in Japan, but it's actually just the Madonna first album with, of course, Burning Up, if anyone's interested in that one. And then the Cyndi Lauper was a Japanese press from 1983 as well, and with the Obi strip and everything. So very cool. Let's see, what albums did they feature? Oh, look at this. They featured on the back of the Obi strip on this one. They featured different artists. Oh, I hadn't noticed that. Usually they'll feature the same artist, but since this is Madonna's first album, they actually featured Prince on the back. They featured A Morris Day in the Time and Vanity 6 of all things. So that's pretty cool. And then on the Cyndi Lauper album, they featured Saga. Remember them? Tonight we're on the Loose. And then another Saga record, an Aldo Nova record, and then another Aldo Nova record. Saga and Aldo Nova? I think they're both Canadian bands, aren't they? Anyways, seems like an odd thing to feature on a Cyndi Lauper record. But what are you going to do? Can't control the way it goes. So, all right, cool. How are we doing tonight? Pretty good? All right, cool. Ivor chiming in. Hey, Ivor, how you doing tonight, buddy boy? Your taste is exquisite, huh? Very cool. Is the Tesla still available? No, the Tesla, unfortunately, Ryan, went maybe about half an hour ago, maybe about 40 minutes ago. Amy picked up the Tesla. So there you go. I did get a copy of Mechanical Resonance in. I always say Mechanical Resonance, but I think that'll probably be coming up next week. We got another copy of Tesla in, and today it came into the store. And yeah, so there you go. All right, let me run through this crate one more time, and we'll get back to the first crate of the night just to do a quick recap in case you're joining us late. But I appreciate you guys joining us. This is Todd Rundgren. That was $29. OG copy, excellent condition. ZZ Top for $24. Riot for $19. Ooh. Elvis, I know that guy, $19. Rush, All the World's a Stage for $14. Tina Turner for $14. The Pretenders for $9. Oops, let me see. Elvis again for $9. Mike Love for $5. Little Any Money for $5. We had Styx for $5. Stevie Ray Vaughan, Couldn't Stand the Weather, a VG++ copy on the vinyl. You know, the jacket's a little, you know, it's been loved a little. $39. That is Blondie, $14. Joan Jett, $24. For I Love Rock and Roll. Rush, $29. The Knack, $9. These are all OG pressings, and they are all clean sleeved, graded for your pleasure. And this is Get Nervous by Pat Benatar for $14. Cyndi Lauper's True Colors for $9. And then finally, Miss Pat Benatar again. Once again, we can tie it into Fast Times at Ridgemont High. 3 girls at Fast Times at Ridgemont High have cultivated the Pat Benatar look. So there you go. All right, let's slide this bad boy back over. We'll do a quick recap of this one, and then we'll jump out of here for the night. I appreciate you hanging out. Good stuff coming up tomorrow night. Just a lot of good stuff. I say that, and maybe you're like, it wasn't that good. Well, it was pretty good, I think, because there's some good stuff. Everybody's kind of hit and miss, right? I mean, I wish I could feature, First Presses of Pink Floyd all night, but they don't walk in the store that often. But sometimes they do, actually. Sometimes they do. This is Depeche Mode. In case you're joining us late, we'll recap this one. This one's got People Are People on it as well. Well, these were the singles, of course, so it's going to have the good stuff on here. This was released in Europe in 1985, and it is the singles, 81 to 85. Excellent copy on gray vinyl. That was $119. I did not grab Mike Love yet. Let me grab Mike Love really quick. I put the iPad away, and then I forgot about it, so I apologize. Let me grab the mic. I can't find the Mike Love. I know he's right there. There he is. Mike, how you doing, buddy? All right, I put that off to the side, Audrey. Thank you for reminding me on the Mike Love. Can I mention the records on the wall again? Sure. What's on the wall over here? Let me do that for Mike here. Let's see what's behind me on the wall. We've got Joe Satriani. That is Flying in a Blue Dream. I can't talk. It's a 1986 OG pressing. Yeah, 1989 OG. The vinyl's in excellent condition, and it is $79. We got a 1980 OG pressing of X from Los Angeles. The vinyl's excellent for $69. We got a Ween up there, chocolate and cheese for $199. U2, we got on the wall over here behind me. 1987? Yeah, 1987. Of the Joshua Tree for $59. We got the Poison record. Open Up and Say Ah. That's a European press, if I remember right. Yeah, it is. 1988. $69 with the band cover on it. And then Nirvana, a 1991 UK pressing of Nevermind. Very cool. That was $2.99. We had Van Halen, a first press on the Warner Palms label. That's $59. And then Powerage, a 1978 OG US press for $49. So that's kind of a couple of the, I didn't name off everything, but I just kind of named off a couple things that I thought you might like, Brian, because I have magically did a Vulcan mind melt with you. So me and Spock are the only 2 people in the world that actually know how to do the Vulcan mind melt. And obviously Leonard Nimoy is now gone. he passed it on to me. So there you go. This was Dr. Strangelove. No, it's not. It's Strangelove by Depeche Mode. It's $34. Excellent copy on the vinyl. This is an OG 1986 Depeche Mode Black Celebration on gray vinyl. It's from the UK, or actually it's from out of Europe. That's a direct metal mastering. It was let's see, $99. We had Roxy Music, Roxy, for $19, a VG++ copy. Fleetwood Mac, $19 for Mirage. Very cool. The Doors, $24, Greatest Hits, a beautiful copy of that record. It's an OG, and it's VG++. Speaking of beautiful copies, I've never seen a copy of Yellow Brick Road this nice, so that's just my 10-cent take. That is an excellent copy of one of his iconic records, Candle in the Wind, obviously on here. Funeral for a Friend, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. What else is on here? Your Sister Can't Twist. I didn't know that. Oh, Saturday Night's All Right for Fighting. That's pretty cool in my humble opinion. So very cool. Is there a Maiden record? Oh, yeah, there's a Maiden record right there. That is, I think, No Prayer for the Dying. If I remember I don't think I'm saying the title right, but it's the 1990. It's a 1990 UK press, and it's $89. The vinyl is in. Can you see what the vinyl condition is on the Maiden record there?
VG++.
It's
No Prayer for the Dying.
Oh no, yeah, No Prayer for the Dying. The vinyl is VG++ on the and the cover looks fantastic. The back cover looks fantastic too. So there you go. Elton, the Elton is $29 just because it's just a magnificent copy. So it's a little pricier, but yeah, I mean, you can probably find not a crappy copy, but one in much less condition for, $10, $15. But this one is just beautiful. So beautiful copy there. That is the best of the Grateful Dead, a record I've never seen. So when I walked in the store, I was fascinated. It's a VG++ copy. It is $49 for that one. Chris wants the Elton John. Cool. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it. I'll put this off to the side here next to Madonna and Cyndi Lauper. There you go, girls. Have some fun with Elton. Maybe not so much anymore, but, back in the day. Okay. This is Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Mother's Day coming up. Does your mom love herself? Does your wife? Maybe not your daughter, but your wife? Or is this a family type of thing? There you go. It's the soundtrack. $79. VG++ copy. Another beautiful copy. It's got some edge wear, but it's an excellent copy on the vinyl. It's a 1975 stereo copy of Young Americans from David Bowie. That's $39. Rush, Caress of Steel. It's a VG copy, so it's kind of more of a starter copy, but especially if you want to go OG with Rush, and who doesn't, because OG Rush is fantastic. $24. All the new stuff sounds actually really good too for Rush. Rush, I think Alex and obviously Neil before he passed, and then Getty, really pay attention to the way their stuff is produced and mastered and issued on vinyl. So I do appreciate that about those guys. This was the Beatles record for $14, in case you missed it. Another Beatles for $14. These are both in VG condition. This is a VG Plus for $14. Cheap Trick. Ooh, this was the sexy one, at least in my mind. Tesla was very cool, but I love this Cheap Trick. Only pressed twice in the history of the world. Once in Europe in 1990, I think. It's actually got a Discoteria Formugio sticker on it. From where is this from? I hadn't noticed that. So, but I think it's probably from German. It looks like German. It looks like that's written in German. But that is $199 for probably one of the rarest Cheap Trick records ever. Greatest hits. And it's in excellent condition, the vinyl is. That is Linda Ronstadt's Greatest Hits for $9. Then we had Shaved Fish by Mr. John Lennon for $9. Good night, Amy. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. And then what else? The Beastie Boys. She's on it. $29. That's backed with Hold It, Hit It Now, and then Slow and Low. Of course, produced by Rick Rubin. I think this is from the first record, right? That's kind of the only album that the Beastie Boys did with with Rick Rubin, if memory serves. This is Big Generator from Yes. That's $29. The vinyl is in excellent condition. Beautiful copy. Buffalo Stance. Jeff, if you're still hanging out with us, I think, Jeff, you probably want this, don't you? Audrey, you really do got to add this song to the store's playlist, if you would, please.
Okay.
Because I think it's fantastic. VG++ copy. 4 different versions of the record on here on this 12-inch single. So there you go. Yeah, that is Boston's first record. Yep. And then finally, John Hughes movie soundtrack, Some Kind of Wonderful. Once again, Mother's Day coming up. $59. The vinyl is in excellent condition. I've gotten Jenn most of the John Hughes collection movies. I think the only thing we're missing is Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. So note to self. And then I think there's one other one we're missing. Maybe, is it Weird Science? It might be Weird Science, but everything else we've gotten on vinyl because Jenn and I are very Jeff says no thank you on Neneh Cherry. That is just mean. Unbelievable. The prices on the Beatles, they were $14 each, Kenny. So there you go. All right. And that kind of does it for tonight. I appreciate everybody tuning in. It's always fun hanging out. Have a sip of water. We'll be back here tomorrow night. I did post a video on socials today, so you can kind of see what kind of, I mean, it's just a handful of items I pulled. I did the video for, so you can kind of see that we got the Guns N' Roses coming up tomorrow night. We had the Blue Murder record, and there's some other stuff I'm kind of forgetting right now. So really cool stuff. And then on Friday night, some really cool Beatles stuff. And there you go. Audrey, hi. How are you?
Good, how are
What
you?
shirt are you wearing tonight? I never noticed your shirt until the show.
Monkeys.
Oh, Arctic Monkeys. Okay, that's cool.
Kenny would like both of the Beatles.
We had 3 of the Beatles, though. Uh-oh.
All. I don't know.
All the Beatles. We had the Beatles' second album.
I'll take them.
And we had Magical Mystery Tour. And we had Beatles 65. So let me know, Kenny, if you want all 3. Each of them are 14, or if you want just 2 of them. And then I'll let Audrey know, or Audrey will probably know this as well. So cool. Hey, thanks, Chris, for tuning in tonight. Appreciate it. You too, Jeff. And yeah, there you go. Always fun doing this. Now it's time to head home, chill out, and I guess I could watch the show back if I was kind of crazy. But I guess I could do that on YouTube or Facebook. And once again, in case you see something you missed out on and we still have it available, just hit the website, rockthistownrecords.com. Send us a message. That's the preferred method of communication, and then we'll hook you up. Not too shabby, right? Did I go through everything? Yeah, I think I did go through everything. So,
What's the price on
the price on?
Yeah.
Oh, the new copy was $29.99 for fair warning. All the Van Halen, the brand new copies are $24.99. So, all right. And then yeah, there's my notes that I had earlier. Not too many interesting things. Just Bon Jovi and Richie Sambora, Vince Neil and his faceplant. The Stones were in town last night. Put on a pretty good show.
Brian would like Van Halen's Fair Warning.
All right, cool. Brian's not. So did you see that from Kenny? He doesn't want the 65 one.
Yeah,
Okay, cool. So we'll grab that for you, Brian. Thanks for tuning in. And yeah, we're gonna jump out of here. And we'll be back tomorrow night. Have some fun. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Take care. And yeah, we good, Audrey?